Hi everyone, welcome back. So today's Tuesday. Hope you guys are having a great day today. Argo provided their numbers yesterday for Q3 results, and they're up okay, but they haven't really expanded anything as far as miner count or hash rate, obviously, because they didn't increase miner count. So they still had a record revenue because of Bitcoin's price appreciation. So why don't we get into the article here about them? And as always, guys, this is for entertainment and not financial advice. Do your own research. Don't fall for scams. Spam posts get reported and removed, as always. So here we go. So Argo Blockchain reports record level third quarter 2021 operating results. So they generated a record of 26 million roughly. Let me see if I can zoom this in for you guys a little bit better. There we go. Okay, recorded 173, I wish it was 173, 17.3 million of net income and 28.2 million of EBITDA. Mined 597 Bitcoin and Bitcoin equivalents in Q3 2021. Completed their ADR listing, obviously, on NASDAQ. Construction of Helios mining facility in Dickens County, Texas is underway. Let's take a look at here, all the good stuff here. So from breaking ground on our sustainable cryptocurrency mining facility in Dickens County, Texas, to our public listing on NASDAQ in the United States, this quarter has been pivotal as Argo continues to scale, stated Peter Wall, Chief Executive Officer of Argo Blockchain. I am proud of the growth we've experienced during the quarter and believe Argo is strategically positioned to continue this momentum as we build out our Helios facility in Texas. So obviously, I think they're waiting for all that construction to be done in order to get more miners in. I just don't think they have any room to get any more miners into any place that they have currently. Bitcoin mining, so here we go. During the third quarter, Argo mined 587 Bitcoin and Bitcoin equivalents, together BTC, bringing Argo's BTC holdings to 1,836 as of September 30th, 2021. Argo has been able to achieve these results while maintaining a gross margin of 120% and an industry-leading mining margin of 85% with an average direct cost per BTC mined of 6,293. So that's all good. On September 30th, 2021, Argo executed a purchase agreement for 20,000 Bitmain Antminer S19J Pro machines for the mining facility it is building in Texas. The machines are expected to be delivered starting Q2 2022 and will increase our total hash rate capacity to approximately 3.7 exahash, up from 1.075 at the end of Q3 2021. They were also at 1.075 exahash at it was in June that they reported sometime that they were at that rate. So not much has changed in those last couple months here. Let me see. Obviously, due to favorable changes in fair value of Bitcoin and Bitcoin equivalents in Q3 2021, gross profit and EBITDA exceeded revenue in the period. The United States listing, don't care about that. Forward-looking statements. Where was it? Looks at the numbers here. Okay, so revenues were 25.979 million, roughly. Direct costs were 3.7 million. Depreciation mining equipment was 3.2 million. Change in fair value of digital currencies was up 11.7 million. So currencies 512, so gross profit was 31,210,000. And so operating profit was 25.8 million, which is good, which is really good. Obviously didn't spend a lot of money. They obviously made quite a bit from it from Bitcoin appreciating in price. So if we look at their stock price right now on, I believe this is it's not NASDAQ, it's the RBFK symbol. Stock is at 174 right now. It is, I'm not seeing anything up in the pre-market here on it, but it does have a buy rating, strong buy rating by 2 and 1 buy rating by 1 analyst, and price target of 342, 323, and 298. And we just don't know when that target happens. They do have a pretty good institutions ownership on it, 14.58%, which is pretty good. And that's all that's going on here. Okay, so let's take a look at the numbers here on my sheet here. So in Q2, which was also reported for their whole 6 months, they have a weird way of reporting in England, at least not the way we're used to here in the United States. They report for the 6 months period instead of the 3 months. So these are the numbers that we had here. They mined, or they earned basically 22.8 million roughly on that. And in June, I had them, here it is, June, they were at 1075 petahash, which is 1.075 exahash. October, they're reporting the same thing, 1.075 exahash. Expected to be 3.7 exahash by Q3. Let me zoom this in a little bit. Oh, come on. There we go. Okay. So, interesting thing was that they reported back in August that they sold 61 Bitcoins for, I can't remember what the reason was, but they reported that they mined 597, which would be all of these without the 61. So I came up with 535. I don't know why they're reporting 597, unless they didn't actually sell it, or I don't know. I don't know what they did with it, or they forgot that they sold it and they didn't report it. But that's where I'm coming up with 535. So they're also reporting that they have 1,836, I believe, total Bitcoin holdings. I have them at 1804, which is substantial. So I have to find out some more details on that as far as what happened there. But as far as the miners go, so these are the ones here that are now fully, not fully deployed, but those are the ones that they did a purchase agreement on those in September. So those will be coming in Q2 and Q3 of 2022. So the ones that we really do have mining right now are these. So if we look at adding these petahashes up, we end up with it's actually these here. It's 1.075. So these were reported back on 1st of June, the 6,400. I haven't heard anything about those. I don't know if those actually got purchased or not, but it sounds like they did, because when you add all these up here, we end up with a 3.6 exahash, almost 3.7 exahash, which they're reporting they're going to be at. So these do not look like have been installed yet or delivered or anything like that. There hasn't been any news on it. I couldn't find anything for it. So we're going based on all of this information here. So we're saying that in basically Q2, they were mining 2.6.5 months. And then in Q3, they were mining, basically, the only way I could figure out this total that they came up with, 25.9 million, was that these miners were all running for 2.54 months, which could be that for 14 days during the year, or during that period, the miners could have been shut down. That's the only thing I can think of why the numbers just wouldn't add up for me. I tried also going, instead of going at the end of the quarter for the price of Bitcoin, as far as what they could be mining going through each month, what the end of the month Bitcoin price was, and trying to calculate it that way. And I still couldn't come up with the right number, so this is the only way I could come up with it. I'd be interested to know if anybody could ask them on the conference call how many days did they actually mine Bitcoin during that quarter, to see if that was the case. So based on these numbers, we know that they're going to be stuck at 1.075 exahash for a while. We're going to basically use the same numbers here for the fourth quarter, which gives us 2.54 for those three tranches of miners, which gives us now, and obviously Bitcoin price is now at 63,196, so it's actually gone up a little bit. But that would give us a possible gross revenue of 32.4 million, which based on that information would then give us, here if we look at it, if Bitcoin obviously went up to, based on that information, if we take out the 50% net income for being conservative on it, like I always do, it would give us a price of $2.13 at the current price for the stock price. So it's obviously down from where it should be. It's at $1.78 right now, or what was it? $1.74. So we're close to that. So $1.74. So that's, what is that? Almost 40 cents lower than where it should be right now. So it's a little bit undervalued. And then obviously if we use 75% net income, that would be $3.19. And they're reporting that they're at 85% net profit, which is a lot better than what I have here. So you obviously could see where the stock could go up to 350 basically. If Bitcoin goes up to 100,000, we're looking at 253 at 50%, 380 at 75%. If Bitcoin goes up to 150,000, we're looking at 308 for 50%, and 75% net income would be 462. And for Bitcoin goes up to 200,000, we're looking at $3.63 for 50% and $5.45 for 75% net income. So obviously this wasn't a great quarter. Obviously they're doing good things. They're getting their mining facility built and everything else, getting the infrastructure in place for future growth. But right now, they just haven't done anything as far as getting more miners in place that they just probably don't have any room to put them into. So they are where they are with the hash rate, which is at 1.075 exahash. They stayed like that for the last 3 months. The only, obviously, upside has been that the Bitcoin price has gone up, so that's why the price of the revenue has gone up. That's why they had a record quarter, they're saying. But other than that, it's pretty much, holding the line right now. Obviously, it will be interesting to see once Bitcoin's price goes up and the difficulty goes up as well to see how they do actually do in the Q3. So we'll have to keep an eye on it and then see if they post anything new in the quarter to find out what's actually going on. But yeah, this is just what I got going on right now. Let me know if you guys agree with it, obviously. But I think this is just, I think it still might be a good buy to get in right now. I think it's still a little bit undervalued from where it should be, based on where the price of Bitcoin is. Obviously, when the Bitcoin price goes up, we're looking to get even better numbers. So that's just my 2 cents. Always do your own research on that. But yeah, let me know what you guys think on that. And then we'll cover some other stories coming up here. Once we get some more miners updates for the October production updates, then we'll do the actual miner versus miner comparison video on that as well. All right, so that's all I got for you guys. Have a great day. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Until next time, see ya.